guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Below Deck. Below Deck's back, Season 9, Episode 1, One Step Closer to World Domination. You guys, I'm so excited that it's back. Let's get right into it. So before we start, I do want to float one idea past you guys. So I am super into Succession. I have just rewatched all the episodes, and then I'm, of course, into season 3 now that just started up. Are you guys watching it? If not, get on it. It's amazing. Do you have any interest in wanting to talk about it? Because I love Succession, and it kind of sticks with me afterwards. So I thought, does anybody else want to talk about it? Because I'd probably talk about it. Just let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Are you watching it? Have you ever seen it? Are you interested in it? Do you want to talk about it? Let me know. All right, let's get into this Below Deck, shall we? So, Season 9, let's just talk general thoughts. So, I was kind of surprised that they started off without Captain Lee. I'm guessing, we know why Captain Lee was out, but I'm guessing for the drama, because I was thinking, why didn't they just wait a couple days? But maybe they were on a strict schedule, who knows? They're filming in St. Kitts. I've been to St. Kitts. It's absolutely stunning. I did some sort of rum tour there. Parts of it are hazy, can't imagine why, but it was great. It was beautiful. It's been, I was in college when I did this, so it's been a few years, but it's gorgeous. So my Seanna, Captain Lee, of course he'll be back. Chef Rachel has returned. Love her food. She's a wild personality. Eddie has been promoted to first officer. He even says something like he's not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means either. I did find it interesting that they made they went ahead and named who was, of course we know who Chief Stew is, and then she made a second and then a third. They didn't do that with the deck crew. I guess they're not ready to name them yet. Seriously, can you guys scratch this itch in my brain, because all I could think of is that Captain Sean. Who does he look like? He's just, okay, I'm going to be a horrible person here. He's just like a little weasel of a man. I don't know. He just gives me the creeps, and he's kind of sniveling, and he's small. And does he remind me of a character of Harry Potter? Is that what it is? No, you guys, I just thought, do you remember, not the new remake of the movie The Witches, do you remember the original Witches? Remember when they turned the little boy into the mouse? Is that what I'm thinking of? Oh, I'm a terrible person. Seriously, though, he already gives me the creeps, but we'll see. I do like that, I like Eddie, but he's busting Eddie's ball, and I think that's really funny. So, yeah, I think he's a nightmare, but we'll see what happens. I have this picture up here because I'm terrible with names. I'll probably screw up everybody's names at the beginning, but we'll get it. We have Eddie, the first officer. Jake is Mustache Man. Wes is the guy that sails the sailboat around St. Thomas. And Rayna. I love that name, Rayna. I just think that's a beautiful name. Now, I love the movie Spy with Melissa McCarthy. If you haven't seen that, get your eyes on that, because it's one of the funniest movies ever. I've watched it 100 times. I think it's so funny, but the main bad lady on there's name is Rayna, and that just makes me laugh. But it's a beautiful name. So that's the deck crew. Interior, we have Heather, who's Chief Stew. We have Fraser, and we have Jessica. Ooh, we're going to get into the Chiefs. The interior, but the Chief Stew versus Fraser. It's going to bring lots of drama this season. So right off the bat, we had a bunch of craziness happen. And again, without knowing these guys, it's hard to know what we watch, but it looks like we're in for a season. It looked to be like the Chief Stew was melting down and possibly laying down crying at the beginning. And then they back it up and say 6 weeks earlier. And I love when they do that on Housewives. I'm going to love when they do that here. It's just a great way to start out the season to let us know we're in for something good. So, again, Captain Sean is here, little weasel man. I don't mean to be so terrible. Lee has a medical issue, and so he's going to be there soon. Apparently, this Captain Sean is the one that, I don't know the fancy way to say it, drives the boat. Drives the boat into where it belongs, and then Captain Lee takes over, something like that. Okay. Eddie says, Rachel, right off the bat, as soon as he sees her name on the liquid yachtwear stuff, he's unimpressed. Heather is Chief Stew. She said she's a beacon of light and she doesn't F around. Okay. She's been in the business for 5 years. She's 25 years old. She said she earned this position because she cleaned toys for a few months in Italy. Okay. Fraser is a steward. This is his second boat. He's been in for 2 years. After watching this episode and now reading this back, he's been in for 2 years. He has a lot of opinion for being in for 2 years. He said if he could have anyone serve him, it would be him. Okay. I think he's going to be real high maintenance, and I'm here for it. I think it'll be really interesting interior. I think they're going to go round and round, and I think Fraser's going to be pretty effing annoying. Let's see here. Jessica's a stew. She's always been a solo stew, so she's ready to join the yacht. She apparently loves laundry. We heard a lot about that. Wes, this is his first yacht, he said. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Was that Wes? Gosh, see these names already. Oh, yeah, okay, Wes. Wes was a sailboat captain and St. Thomas, and he said the yachts pay a lot better, so he's here. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Rayna seemed to immediately like Jake. Jake is Mustache Man, the thin blonde guy, so... I do find it hilarious. It looks like there might be a throuple going on, I would guess, from Rayna, Jake, and Fraser. They kind of allude to, well, they didn't just allude to it. They showed us pictures later in the season. Lots of stuff going on there, and I'm here for that too. Okay, so setting up their first charter. They don't really make a huge deal of making the boat clean. I guess it was maybe already clean. Everybody gets on board, and they immediately get the guests on. So we see the captain is trying to talk to Eddie. They're already off on the wrong foot. Captain asks Eddie, how far is that dock? And Eddie says 100 feet. And Captain more like 150 feet. So Eddie's wishing for Captain Lee to hurry back. The guests arrive. I think she's in media, and it's a bunch of girls. It's a girls' trip. Looked like fun to me. Fraser making chocolate martinis. I've never had a chocolate martini, but I'm down. I like all the chocolate in the glass. He says he doesn't know how to make it, but the guests love it, so yay. So this is where the friction begins. Heather has Fraser cleaning the bar. He asks about unpacking. She's kind of, okay, let's play both sides here. So Heather's thing is she's kind of like trying to get her bearings and trying to take care of the guests and running around getting drinks and stuff. He's asking about unpacking, and she's basically like, I don't know, we'll figure that out later. Well, Fraser is saying right off the bat, he's like, well, that's a waste of time. Whoa. I think Fraser is going to be a lot of fun, but I think he's going to be a pain in the ass. So from his point of view, he seems to think she's unorganized. We see later she's kind of all over the place. But to that I say it's her first, it's her first day here on this boat as Chief Stew. She's trying to get her bearings and, I don't know, get off her jock, to quote Bethany. Give her a minute. I don't like that he's immediately questioning everything. I think if she proves herself to be incompetent or not good at, time management or whatever, then yeah, okay, fine. Later on, say something. But right off the bat, maybe just pipe down a little bit, Fraser. So Heather has him clearing bar. He stops and he goes to try to tidy up a little bit. Heather starts getting mad and says she's not a fan of having to ask people things twice, so they're already off on a terrible foot. There's tension between Rachel and Eddie. She doesn't know, or she said that she didn't know how I felt last season. And so it sounded like she watched it when we all watched it and was like, whoa, because he had a lot to say about her last season, remember? But in fairness to Eddie, she's a lot. She's got a big personality and lots of, big personality. We'll just say that. So they're setting up this Caribbean-themed dinner party. It's going to be a seafood extravaganza. And they're going to have a PJ party later. That sounds like fun to me. Fraser's supposed to be helping with dinner. He wants to work with cabins. So he's pissed that she's not scheduling him right. And she's pissed because she just needs his help right now. So I don't know. I think they both have big egos, is from what I can tell so far. Fraser gets back to working on rooms, asks for help from her. He says the first thing taught in yachting is there needs to be a plan. There's no plan. Again, it's their first freaking night. They've been here for like 2 hours. Like, chill out. So dinner looked good. Guests move on to PJ Party. They play Truth or Dare Jenga. Rayna admits that she has a thing for Jake. And Jake is saying how cute Fraser is. So it'll be interesting. Next day, Chef, Rachel, and the captain are kind of uncomfortably flirting. She makes a joke about liking small men and trying to find their penises. And it really made me laugh. Beach picnic later, crab Benedict for breakfast. Chef Rachel, she can have all the emotional problems she wants, but her food looks amazing. Primary calls the chief stew into her room and shows her this big bag of trash that was left by Fraser. Heather tells Fraser to put extra attention into housekeeping. So again, both sides here. Fraser screwed up, but if I'm going to cut her the same slack that it was the first night, I'm going to cut it for him too and say, it was the first night, you pulled him off to help with service. He didn't really have time to finish, so I get it. But that sucks for the guest. I also understand why she might have said something like, "Hey, what's with this bag of trash?" Remember last season of Med, Lexi left a whole cleaning cart in somebody's room. So yeah, he says he needs time to work on his stuff, and Heather is saying, "I don't think he realizes there's a bigger picture." I think she kind of hit the nail on the head. That's kind of how I feel too. She may have the same issue though, that more stuff needs to be done than just the one thing she's thinking of right then. So yeah, maybe what is it you don't like in others, what you see in yourself. Eddie and deck team are setting up a picnic. Eddie is so frustrated with the captain, and so Eddie's wanting to show the captain his ideas. The captain's not really listening. He's like, it is wild. He's just like micromanaging this beach picnic. It felt to me, and maybe I'm wrong, that the captain just wanted extra screen time. So he's doing all this stuff he doesn't actually need to do that the deck crew could perfectly handle. And he's driving Eddie crazy. Eddie's carrying like 15 cushions, and he's radioing him. And there's a whole part where the guests are restless. They really want to go to the beach. And Fraser tried to help. He got permission from Eddie to tell them 20 minutes. Well, Captain Meddler here, Captain Micromanage, he radios over and says he needs 30 more minutes. So, off to a great start. I love this show. I'm excited to be talking about it. We get a glimpse into this season. Captain Lee shows up. We see lots of threesome action here. Jake and Fraser making out. Guests mad at each other. Oh, yeah, that was wild. Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, who knows? They are fighting. Hardcore fighting. And the deck crew looks like they're in big trouble. Captain Lee's talking about firing somebody's ass. So we'll see what he comes up with there and what new sayings he comes up with, because I'm here for it. So that is it for the first episode, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Definitely want to hear all your comments below. What did you think of the episode? What do you think of this crew? Do you think we have something this season? Are you here for it? Will you be watching? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on Succession. If that's something you guys want to talk about we can get into it. Don't know if I'll be able to do that every week, but we can talk about it here and there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.